The first thing that everyone wants to know about is grips. So let's take a look at your grip.
Yeah.
And there are so many different grips to talk about. So talk us through the different grips that you use on the tennis court. Forehands, backhands, volley grip.
That's really the big change to the tennis that was played in the 70s or even the 80s. You know, the likes of Borg and McEnroe, they had really pretty open Western grip, more like this, where today's players, for example, Nadal, he grips the forehand like this, which could break your wrist if you're not used to, but he's been playing like this since he's a little boy. I actually had a pretty extreme grip as well. I was somewhat in the middle between Borg and Nadal, which was quite extreme, but then again, you have to practice that at an early age, otherwise it could cause problems with your wrist.
And what about Nadal's grip? Because he is really far round, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just like this, which is, I wouldn't advise any youngsters to start hitting a forehand like this. I mean, there's only one, and it's very important that you practice it early. And whatever your coach taught you when you're 6 or 10 is very difficult to get rid of when you're 18 or 20.
So what would you recommend in the modern game now?
Not that extreme. I would go somewhere in the middle, or something like this, where it's you grip it quite over. It's again called a Western grip, but I wouldn't go to the extreme like a Nadal would.
And just talk us through, in terms of going from the forehand grip to the backhand grip. Obviously, you're a single-handed backhand. How would you make that adjustment?
Well, for a single-hander, it's more difficult because, obviously it's more easier to hit with two hands, but also that comes with lots of practice. My backhand grip is, again, pretty closed, because I'm able to hit with this grip a backhand slice and also a backhand topspin. It all lies in the wrist, how much I use my wrist for the topspin. With a two-handed backhand, you obviously have it a bit more open because you can use the two wrists to come over the ball.
Did you ever play with a double-handed backhand as a child?
When I was very little, I did, but then my coach told me I was too slow. I should go with the one-handed. It's easier for me to get to the ball.
Wow. Okay, so that's the forehand and the backhand grip. What about the volley grip?
The volley grip, you don't change the grip at the volleys. There's one grip because the ball is coming too fast at you. And therefore, for example, like this, you have to be ready and hit the ball in front of your body. The key there is, again, where you hit the ball. If you wait for the ball to go past you, you're not going to hit it. So you have to hit it.
Don't hit too many volleys now because we're going to focus on the volley a little bit later on.
All right.
Just one more grip to ask you about the service grip.
Well, the serve is the most important shot in the game because it's the only one that is not controlled by your opponent. Therefore, you should take a lot of time at your serve. The grip, again, varies. McEnroe had a really open grip. Federer is pretty open as well. Nadal, I don't want to.
When you say open, what do you mean by open?
Open, the wrist is quite open and the grip is open. Closed is like this. If the wrist is the other way around, it's open.
And where were you?
I had it in the middle. I'm the middleman. I mean, the only thing I do was in the middle. So, and there again, it's not so much importance is the grip, is how you use the grip and the racket and also your knees and your back. The great servers of today don't serve really, or don't get their strength with their arm, but with their legs. You see, the strongest server in the game is Andy Roddick, and he has this incredible bow that I used to have. Don't ask me to do it now because I'm going to fall over. But the key is for the strong service with your stomach, your back, and your legs. That's where you get the power. The arm is always loose because you have to serve about 1,000 serves, if that's enough in a single game. If you hit it as fast as you can, after 100, you're tired.